I only grabbed an umbrella when I left the house, never expecting to bring home the most beautiful girl in school. At first, I thought she just wanted to escape the rain, but then she started crying, looking so lost and pleading, insisting she had nowhere to go. I was walking home alone in the rain, replaying in my head how Ashley had rejected me. I sighed, thinking I should just leave her alone. As I looked up, I saw a girl sitting listlessly on a park bench. Getting closer, I recognized her as the most popular girl in school, Maya. But in the pouring rain, she looked like a stray kitten, vulnerable and shivering. I mustered all my courage and held the umbrella over her. She noticed me and said my name correctly, "Are you Cody?" But her voice was so weak it was almost drowned out by the rain. A pang of sympathy went through me. "You're going to catch a cold out here. Why don't you go home?" But she didn't answer, just looked away. Then I noticed her clothes were filthy, and her dress looked like she hadn't changed in days. After a moment of silence, she whispered, "I don't have a home to go to anymore." I frowned, as if a realization dawned on me. Seeing her tremble uncontrollably, I spoke slowly, "If you don't mind, you can come back to my place." I expected her to reject me coldly, but her eyes welled up with tears. "Really?" I simply extended my hand. "Only if you want to." 3 minutes later, Maya stood silently inside my apartment. I felt awkward, unsure of what to do. Noticing her discomfort, I offered her some clothes and a towel. "Go take a shower. You're soaked. The bathroom is at the end of the hall on the right. Feel free to use the shampoo and body wash." I watched her go into the bathroom and headed straight for the kitchen. When Maya came out of the bathroom, she saw me placing a steaming bowl of food on the table. I didn't explain, just looked at her and said quietly, "Eat." Before Maya could say anything, I brought over a glass of hot water and some medicine, setting it on the table as well. After doing all that, I moved away from the sofa area where Maya was sitting. She had a complex look on her face. Initially, she definitely objected, but her body wanted to accept it. After all, the feeling of hunger had taken over her brain. She looked over at me, sitting at another table and doing homework as if she didn't exist. It was just plain fried rice, but her face turned red as soon as she put it in her mouth. 10 minutes later, Maya had cleaned her plate. Just then, I asked the question that had been bothering me for a while. "Trust me, I won't tell anyone. Can you tell me what you mean when you say you can't go home?" After sobbing for a long time, Maya finally began to speak. Her parents had tragically died in a car accident a little over a week ago. Now she was like an orphan, and no relatives wanted to take her in. Her grandparents were no longer alive. I frowned, finally understanding why Maya was sitting alone, crying. Such a terrible thing for her to bear all by herself. It was so pitiful. The room was silent, except for Maya's quiet sobs. My eyes darted around, unsure of what to do. Maya was the class president, not only smart but also friendly. Her personality was cheerful and bright, she was the life of the class. But now, she was crying in front of me. At this point, I only understood one thing, which was that I couldn't let Maya leave in her current condition. She was definitely not safe alone, especially with the heavy rain outside. With that thought, I said directly, "Just stay here. Wait until you have a place to go, then you can leave." Maya looked up in shock. She waved her hands frantically. "No, no, no, I'll leave right away." But before she could finish, I looked at her with a stern expression and said, "Either you stay here, or I'm calling the police to take care of you. Your choice." Maya choked back a sob, her eyes filled with tears, even a hint of reproach. "Do you talk to Ashley like that too?" I gaped, my eyes glazed over. For a moment, I was speechless. Her expression seemed to say, "No wonder you got rejected." I lowered my head, unable to respond, completely losing the momentum I had earlier. Seeing my dejected expression, Maya suddenly covered her mouth and laughed, although tears still welled up in the corners of her eyes. I cleared my throat awkwardly. "Just stay, please? Consider it a favor." This was the most sincere thing I could say, and I tried to make my face look more approachable. Okay, she agreed. Thank you. Why are you helping me? She questioned. Is there a reason? Not really, I replied. If I had to say something, I wouldn't want my reputation in the class to get any worse. Maya blinked in surprise. But I haven't heard anything bad about you in the class. The only news about you is that you confessed to Ashley. For me, that is bad news. I said. Are you not afraid of Ashley being unhappy about that? Whatever, doesn't matter to me anymore. I shrugged, feigning indifference. Maya seemed surprised. Don't you like her anymore? I shook my head. There's no need to insist on something that has no chance of happening. I see. Also good. After deciding to stay, Maya hung up her wet clothes to dry. Then she sat awkwardly on the sofa, unsure of what to do. I saw that I was still studying, but soon I started scratching my head in frustration. Maya slowly walked over to me. Seeing me struggling with a problem, she raised her hand and patiently explained it to me. I listened attentively, nodding occasionally. When I looked up, it was already 2:30 a.m. I cleared away my things and looked over at Maya. Go to the bedroom. I'll sleep on the couch. My EQ might not be high, but I knew not to let a girl sleep on the couch. But Maya refused repeatedly. She was already grateful for me letting her stay. The two went back and forth from the living room to the bedroom. I turned on the bedroom light. Maya saw that the bedroom was clean and tidy, unlike a bachelor's room. Furthermore, the bed was very big, enough for two people to sleep on. Seeing that I was so insistent, Maya didn't give in and proposed, then we'll both sleep in the room? I'll sleep on the floor. Why do you have to sleep on the floor? The two continued to argue for about 5 minutes. Maya realized that I was such a stubborn person. Seeing that the time was getting late, the two finally reluctantly accepted one suggestion, which was to use a blanket to separate the large bed and each lie on one side. Maya's face was red, hard to hide. I didn't understand why she agreed. What's more, she had to sleep in the same bed with a male classmate. She sat on the left side of the bed, holding her legs and her arms with a little anxiety in her heart. Now she realized she was a girl after all, and I was a boy. Was she so assured to sleep here? If I were to do something to her, what would happen? A moment later, I stepped in, wearing a sleepwear. The lines of muscles under the clothes were very clear. Maya only glanced at it and then quickly looked away, her ear secretly turning red. After turning off the lights, the two lay with their backs to each other, separated by a blanket. She closed her eyes tightly, but soon opened them because she couldn't sleep at all. Her attention was focused on me. After 30 minutes, Maya heard steady breathing, knowing that I was asleep. She finally relaxed and fell asleep. She even dreamed of a dream of seeing her parents gradually drifting away. When she woke up, she realized it was morning. Then she smelled the aroma from the kitchen and woke up her sleeping stomach. Maya walked out of the bedroom and looked towards the kitchen, seeing me wearing an apron and cooking. At this time, I turned around and caught Maya's eyes from behind. Good morning, Maya said softly. I replied softly. Maya looked at the lunch box placed on the table in front of her, containing rice and food. I just finished cooking. At this time, Maya remembered that I always brought my own lunch to school and didn't eat in the school cafeteria. Are you preparing lunch? Why do you bring your own lunch? The food at school is fine too. I replied briefly, ethnic minorities have taboos about eating. Oh, no wonder. I made breakfast already. You eat first, I said, pointing to the food that was steaming next to it. At this time, Maya's stomach had been awakened by the aroma, and her stomach sent out hunger signals upon seeing this. Maya nodded softly, then sat down at the table. But she didn't eat immediately, and waited until I was finished and also sat down at the table before she started eating. While eating breakfast, I asked, Are you going to school? Today I have to go buy some clothes, maybe I'll go to school tomorrow. I nodded, then took a key from my pocket and threw it directly in front of Maya. The key to the house. When you're done shopping, come back here, otherwise I won't be able to come home. Maya looked at the key in front of her and knew that I was afraid that she would have nowhere to go and then sneak away. She held the key and replied softly, "Okay, I got it." She thought to herself that she couldn't stay at my place forever. Although I had the intention of keeping her, I couldn't stay casually. However, the money she had was not enough to rent a house outside. At present, school was the most important thing and she couldn't drop out to work. Now, apart from agreeing to stay here temporarily, she really had no other choice. After finishing breakfast, I hurriedly packed up my things and left. When I left, I didn't give Maya any special instructions. Maya looked at the empty room and couldn't help but think to herself whether she could feel at ease or not. Maya planned to help me clean the house. Since she was staying here temporarily, she had to do something. After cleaning up, she would go shopping for clothes, but when she went to the studying area, she saw several weights in front and immediately felt a headache. These things looked very heavy. Maya cleaned up for 20 minutes when she suddenly noticed that there was a cardboard box in the corner of the cabinet. There were many documents, like letters, and some small boxes in the box. She sat down and took out a piece of paper, glancing at the content on it. A look of surprise flashed in her eyes. It turned out that these were love letters I wrote to Ashley and the gifts I bought. Quickly, it was time to dismiss school in the afternoon and I was on my way home. Along the way, I also saw the long chair where I picked up Maya yesterday. I should have gotten her phone number. What if she really left? I only had one key. Standing in front of the door, I knocked on it. Soon, I heard footsteps from inside the house. I immediately breathed a sigh of relief. She standing inside the house seemed a little different than in the morning, looking brighter, and with the look that the stars twinkle. "You are back. Glad you haven't left, otherwise I would have to spend money to break the key." Maya lowered her head and muttered, "I have promised you, how could I leave? By the way, really you don't have a phone? I was afraid, at any time there might be something to contact you." As I spoke, Maya turned away awkwardly. "A few days ago I had thrown my phone down to the river, already." "You're so clumsy, I just saw a person in front of me who has lost her spirit." Then I turned back to bedroom and took out a phone. "You take this one to try, this is my old phone, which I'm still using. Then I will buy you a second phone card, at least I am able to contact you." Maya took the phone, with surprised look on her face, her eyes looked so unbelievable. "Although it's an old phone, just give it to her just like that? Why do you treat me so good? Is that for Ashley?" Maya quietly asked, in her mind this is the most possibly answer. Is this because she and Ashley has a good relationship, and me like Ashley, so hope to improve relationship with her? I sat on the chair, clueless with the direction to Maya, and silent in few seconds, then shake my head. "I think this is not to treating you good, I just want to give you some help. As the same you help me to clean up the house, and for sure I do these all and not because of Ashley." Then I sat at the table to study. Maya was playing the phone at sofa. She had opened the picture of gallery, and found out inside have her photo. She instinctively to escape, as it's my own personal life, but because she has curious, she had opened those picture to capture the screen, and found out it's about those chats with people, the people who chats with me just as her best friend Ashley, looking at those chats, although it's not intimate, but able to see that both have good relation, or at least friend. In that chat the word I've spoke from much to less, just as a few message, but Maya able to realize the changes of my mood, from hoping to complete disappointed, no wondered from the first that why I can't understood that why I keep on so long like that, turn out that is Ashley hand by hand for me to have hope, and hand by hand destroy that at the time. At this time inside her is feel despise of Ashley's action at the same time sympathy for me, but Maya just raised her head, but already startled by because she seen I was sitting it there, hand holding the pen and place legs on the chair, quietly looking at her. At this time she felt so shamed. I said lightly, "Inside whatsoever in phone had deleted all, inside of it isn't any use." Maya heard me said these and cannot help to sudden, but think about it is also right, keeping these, make me painful, it's better to delete it all, so listen to this and followed to done that. After that Maya took me one book and seriously reading. Two people sit there learning in silent. Anytime I have some essay and don't know how to solve and do, Maya all will patience teach me side by side. Every time after I done my homework, I revealed a boredom and looked tired. Maya seen I looked exhausted and covered her mouth by her hand non-stop laughter. At this time besides Maya's voice, there sudden sounded one voice, with the voice had cut down Maya's laughing voice from the tongue. The voice just now is from her tummy. I dubious to looking at Maya. You had eat your night food. Maya too sighed on face turned red, with head lower to spoke the voice that is not loud to spoke, this, didn't eat. Heard this I stood up and going heading to the kitchen, wait a moment. Maya seen I decide to cook for her, hurry waved hand and said, oh, no, there's no need for worry. I don't want to eat, it's late already. That's what it said in you places cannot let you is hungry. After replying, I stepped inside of the kitchen and closed the door. As shortly had the smell sending out from the kitchen. I take and holding a dish of heat food, eat it already Maya also do not deny any more. After softly giving thanks Maya begin to eat. Less than 3 minutes had eat all of it. After finish eat Maya running inside of kitchen washing dish, what the things that is inside mind is if after here is able to eat like this for every day I guessed is very nice things Maya suddenly have woken up and running to get rid of the think, she is just stay in there the end of stable. She must have to leave until that time she will pay the house, it not able for her just free in there, but if out of the kitchen. Maya immediately got stuck because she had seen me standing by there so focusing to look at the cardboard box. I looked to the direction of Maya and asked. Have seen it already? Maya use and start no, okay, already seen it, but I didn't open for each one and to look. I had see one the letters and just think it is no more than those one the letter and just think it is no more the laughing. Tomorrow you're going to throw all this and let with all the dump you really want to throw so have something cheaper than those letters and in gifts being returned anymore just as a pile of rubbish. Afterward I press for all those papers back in box and bring it to door to put it all those garbage we'll have to throw for now quickly the time passed and reached to 12:30 p.m. night in the bedroom fully is dark 2 men just like that to have been on bedroom with the blanket divide the middle today yet again, the girl lay with one man class friend again. If these incident happened for the others in class is for class they were used to explain what's need. But does care about being misunderstood there. But they would have too a bad and big incident in house that is times so much so and hope to die. Putting on uniform where for wandering to other place where going and crying completely pay with mind, even what people in the room had told or told in mind. It just give had admitted, if it for me may I don't know where I stay and this point where one could even say had rescued her. Hey Maya. Me I hear. Hearing May called out. I so gently replied with one message the message is the next with soft voice. This time May had have obviously so relieved and much than the others night while she comes out on for those people in and bedroom next door I would have got all ready. Lunch was 2 lunch boxes on the table. I slid the smaller one towards Maya. Maya blinked at the lunch box in front of her, surprised. This is for me? Just a whim, I said. It'll save you money. If you don't want it, I won't make one tomorrow. Maya quickly grabbed the lunchbox, as if afraid I'd take it back. Oh, and there's fruit and yogurt too. I handed her a small plastic container. Maya's eyes lit up, like she was back in elementary school when her mom was around. She found that feeling, which she thought was lost forever, here with me. I could clearly see the satisfaction in her eyes. Seeing her reaction, I was even more sure that she was still a child at heart. We washed our faces, ate breakfast, and left the apartment together. I brought the cardboard box filled with sad memories and threw it away without looking back. We walked along the street, keeping a certain distance between us. When we got to the school gate, Maya took a deep breath to calm herself down. She was the class president now. She heard a voice and turned around to see some of her classmates behind her. Maya raised her hand slightly in greeting. Hey, long time no see. So you finally came to school, class president. We missed you so much. Why did you suddenly stop coming to school? They hurried over and surrounded Maya. I didn't pay attention and walked straight ahead. Just then, Maya saw a girl approach me. The girl casually tossed me a piece of gum. I caught it by habit and popped it straight into my mouth. So, did you get it? Of course. And it's the good stuff. I'll give it to you later. I'll treat you to the arcade sometime. They walked very close to each other. Maya had never seen me talk so fluently. Was that my classmate, Dara? Maya, you're finally here. I was so worried about you. What happened? Ashley ran over and hugged Maya. Oh, something happened at my house, so I couldn't come. Maya answered, glancing at us. Most of the students in the class were gathered around Maya. Only Dara and I sat at our desks. Maya saw Dara and I talking nonstop. How did we have so much to talk about? When she was at my place, we didn't talk that much. Class president, the teacher wants you in the office. Maya stood up and got ready to go to the teacher's office. Before she left, she glanced at me, but I didn't look at her. Maya felt a little strange. It's normal for me to talk to my classmates. Why did she feel so uncomfortable? Was it because we had never talked much before? Maya's mind was racing. In the office, the teacher held Maya's hand and patiently gave her some guidance. Maya knew that she had to look ahead. No matter how sad she was, she couldn't change anything. When Maya returned to the classroom, her friends began to ask her questions. I glanced at the crowd surrounding Maya, not surprised at all. Luckily, my seat was far away from her, or it would have been crazy noisy. The morning passed quickly. Maya had been looking forward to lunch all morning, because I had made it for her. She took the lunchbox out of her bag and put it on the table. Just looking at it was enough to stimulate her appetite. Hey, Maya, why did you bring lunch today? Ashley looked surprised at the lunchbox on Maya's desk. As far as she knew, only Cody brought his own lunch. I just suddenly felt like it, Maya said. Can I try some? Did your mom make it? Ashley looked at Maya's food and asked with a smile. No, I made it myself. Oh? Let me try it. Ashley picked up a piece with her chopsticks and put it in her mouth, chewing slowly. After a moment, she frowned. Did you really make this? Why? Oh, it's nothing. It just feels kind of familiar. But it's really good. You're so talented. Oh, it's nothing. Maya felt a little flustered. She didn't expect Ashley to find the flavor familiar. Had she eaten my cooking before? It seemed like they were very close before. Luckily, she didn't recognize it, or it would have been embarrassing. Ashley went back to her seat. Then she turned to look at me. When she saw me eating lunch too, she couldn't help but frown, as if she was thinking about something strange. Maya ate everything, including the fruit and yogurt. Finally, she slumped happily on the table, a faint smile on her lips. For some reason, she felt like she was back in elementary school. She also brought lunch to school. Every day, her mom would prepare lunch for her. Tears welled up in Maya's eyes and streamed down her cheeks onto the table. She quickly wiped them away so no one would see. The summer afternoon was quite stuffy. The students in the class were all sleepy. Finally, it was time for gym class in the afternoon. Gym class was rare, only once a week. Everyone went out to the playground to have fun. I sat in the shade, reading a book. I wanted to go outside and get some fresh air, but I wanted to use the time to study. After all, my grades were bad. To catch up, I had to work harder than others. Hey, look at Cody reading a book. He doesn't seem to be faking it. He's really starting to study seriously. Dale pointed at me in the shade and said to Ashley and Maya. Maya nodded slightly. Only she knew how hard I had been working. I still studied hard at home. She could see my determination. But Ashley didn't seem interested. She turned to pull Maya and Dale away. Let's go watch the boys play basketball. Oh. Maya was reluctantly dragged away by Ashley. Compared to watching the boys play basketball, she actually wanted to study with me. But that seemed too deliberate. People would definitely talk. She was okay, but she was afraid it would affect me. The basketball court was bustling with activity, while it was peaceful on my side. Just as I turned the page, a basketball suddenly landed in my lap. I frowned and looked up. The person in front of me was Dara. She was wearing a loose t-shirt and sports shorts. Her white legs were exposed. I threw the ball back to her, a little puzzled. "Hey, what are you doing? Play for a bit. See if your skills have deteriorated." Dara dribbled the ball twice, the corners of her eyes curved up as if she was smiling. I pointed. "Go play with those guys. They're no fun. Challenging you is more interesting. Or are you afraid?" I suddenly closed the book and stood up. "Don't be like when we were little, losing and crying and going home, okay?" "Humph. You have to beat me first." Dara and I went to another basketball court. The guys who were playing basketball suddenly glanced over, their eyes wide. They nudged the person next to them and said softly, "Who's that over there?" "Great legs." "Where? Where?" The guys on the court went crazy, searching everywhere. When they saw Dara in the distance, their eyes widened. "Oh my God, that's Dara. I didn't expect Dara to be so hot." "Brothers, I understand now." The girls who were watching looked confused. Why did those guys suddenly stop and look in the same direction? But when they followed their gaze, they were just as surprised as the guys. Maya's heart skipped a beat when she saw Dara standing next to me. She felt like this was unexpected, but also reasonable. Ashley frowned. She didn't understand why she felt so uncomfortable. It felt like something was being taken away from her. She bit her lip, her deep eyes filled with coldness. "Let's go watch." Dara and I hadn't even started playing when we saw a crowd around the court. The guys who were playing basketball had stopped playing and came over to watch the legs. Watch the basketball. It turned out that Cody has a hot body. How come we didn't know he was in such good shape? When Dale and Dale noticed me, they were surprised to see my body in the short-sleeved shirt. Unsure, Aisley was also stunned. She had never known that I had such a good body. Maya knew, because she saw me in pajamas every night. "Are we going to play?" I was a little uncomfortable being watched by so many people. I looked at Dara and asked, "Since when did you start caring about what other people think?" Dara said, "That's right." It was a good one-on-one match. Both the defense and the offense were excellent. Everyone around was amazed. Every time I scored, Maya clapped and watched very carefully. Compared to watching other people play, she was in a completely different state. The score was very close. If I wanted to change the situation, I had to widen the gap with Dara. So, before Dara could react, I grabbed the ball and jumped up, slamming it hard on the backboard. With a loud bang, cracks spread across the backboard like a spider web. Then it shattered into pieces of glass that fell on the ground. The scene in front of me stunned me. The crowd gasped in unison. Everyone's eyes widened. The girls were even more shocked. This was the first time they had seen someone break something like that. Dara smiled helplessly. She brushed the glass off me. "Okay, you win. I got you to this point, that's enough." I was a little dazed. I thought I wouldn't be affected by the outside world, but today, being watched by everyone made me take it seriously. "He's so handsome." Just now when he jumped up, I saw his abs. Dale shook Ashley's hand excitedly. Ashley was jumping up and down like a crazy fan. But Ashley hadn't come to her senses. Her eyes were fixed on me, her pupils twitching slightly. She felt like she had understood me before. Her impression of me was that I was boring, had a low EQ, bad grades, and was a quiet guy. But now, looking at me, I seemed quite handsome. Maya noticed that many of the girls were looking at me with obvious interest. She didn't understand why she had such a strange feeling, like a deep unease in her heart. That was the end of gym class. I took the initiative to apologize. In the end, the school didn't make me pay for it. They just gave me a simple scolding and told me to clean it up. But the legend of me had spread throughout the school. The guys in the class were jealous, but I didn't think it was a good thing. After standing out, it seemed like I was being watched more often, and people were looking at me differently, especially those girls. Every time I walked past them, they would stare at my chest and abs. I was getting a little annoyed. The day passed quickly. I had a feeling that I would be stopped after school. I didn't know if it would be boys or girls. I didn't know why, but I had that feeling. So, after school, I quickly packed up my things and left in a hurry. Maya saw me leave so quickly and panicked. She quickly got ready to chase after me. "Hey, Cody. Wait for me. Let's go together." Ashley saw Maya in such a hurry and quickly called out. But Maya didn't have time to wait. If she went with Ashley, my secret would be easily exposed. So, Maya didn't turn back and just left a message. "I can't, I have something to do after school. I'll go first." Something to do? What could she have to do so late? Ashley felt a little strange. Thinking about it, Maya had been acting a little strange all day today. She felt unnatural, like she had something on her mind. But she knew that something had happened to Maya's family, so she didn't ask much. But besides that, it was like there was some secret she couldn't tell. Maya chased after me out of school. She quickly ran to my side. "Wait for me. Why are you walking so fast?" I saw Maya panting and was a little surprised. "Why do you have to hurry? You know where I live. Can't you walk slowly?" That's..." Maya felt like what I said was right. If she chased after me, people might see us and the secret would be exposed. So why did she rush to chase after me? In her heart, it seemed like she was just looking forward to the end of school so she could talk to me openly. "Are you hurt?" Maya thought about all the broken glass falling on me today and was afraid I had been cut, so she asked softly. "No," I replied indifferently. "Oh, that's good. Oh, right, you are the one that cooked my meal. I ate all the food, that's very delicious good." I replied, word by word, which made Maya a little sad. She couldn't help but think about how natural I was when I was talking to Dara today. Why was I like this when I was talking to her? Why did I have so much to talk about with Dara? Was it because Dara was special? She had thought about this question for a long time, even during gym class. I didn't play basketball with the guys, I just sat there reading a book. But when Dara came to find me, I immediately played with her. So, the doubts in her heart made her unable to hold back from asking. "Can I ask you something? Don't get angry, okay? Do you like Dara? I mean, in a romantic way? Because I saw you talking to her very naturally. You have a lot to talk about and you're quite close. But with me, it's a little..." Maya said these words with a little embarrassment. She felt like she was jealous, so she said these words. "No," I replied very decisively. There wasn't even a hint of hesitation. My decisiveness made Maya a little unbelievable. "Really? Not even a little bit? But I feel like you and her have a pretty good relationship. She has good grades and she's pretty. She's not any worse than Ashley in any way." I shook my head again and denied it. "That's not going to happen. My dad would beat me to death." "Why?" "Because that's unethical. Being with my cousin." Maya stopped in her tracks, completely surprised, with an expression of shock. "Cousin? Her mom is my aunt. My cousin is my dad's cousin. Dara and I grew up together. She transferred classes a few days after the start of 10th grade. Did you forget? We weren't in the same class back then. She transferred over later because her mom was afraid that with her personality, she wouldn't be able to make friends. She wouldn't have anyone to talk to, so she asked the teacher to arrange for us to sit at the same desk." My words made Maya realize. So that's why Dara and I looked so close. It turned out that it was a relationship from childhood to adulthood. She even felt like they were both holding back a little. Maybe it was because of their personalities. Thinking about it, it was true. They had been so close, their conditions weren't bad, but they still hadn't gotten together. Excluding the fact that they really didn't like something about each other, it was because of their family relationship. Maya sighed in relief. Her tone became more relaxed. So you understand what happened today, right? Someone was yelling in the crowd that you like your cousin. I'm glad that you didn't burst out of anger. It's good enough that I'm not angry. People are going to like each other and that is what's wrong. I feel like you didn't like them, so let's be angry. I see you like angry like it would a scare. I am so good. It's not worth being angry with those kinds of people. If I was really angry, I would have slapped them in the face already. Maya pursed her lips and smiled slightly. I turned to look at her. What are you smiling at? I'm telling the truth. It's nothing. I just feel more familiar with you. We're talking more. After that, Dara and I walked into the house together. Maya suddenly felt a little close and a sense of belonging. She had only been here for 2 days, but it felt like she had been here for a very long time. Maybe it was the way I treated her that reminded her of when she was still at home. I went to cook dinner first. Maya felt like she was very lucky when it came to food, because she really liked the food I cooked. It suited her taste. While I was cooking, Maya helped clean the house. Even though the house was already tidy, she still found things to do. The two of us ate dinner. The dinner table was a little silent. Even though Maya tried to find topics to talk to me about, I had the habit of not talking while eating. I ate very quickly and quietly. She didn't dare to bother me any further. After eating, she took the initiative to clear the table and wash the dishes. I took off my jacket and went to the bathroom. Suddenly, as if I had thought of something, I asked Maya, who was in the kitchen. Want to take a shower? I asked. Maya peeked out, her cheeks slightly flushed. Oh, I don't need to. I'll shower outside later. She still wasn't used to showering at my place, so she always took care of it elsewhere when I wasn't home. She wouldn't dare to when I was around. All right. You can use the bathroom, it's no problem. There's a lock. After saying that, I closed the door, ready to shower. Oh, okay, Maya replied softly, her ears turning red. She finished cleaning up and sat at the table, ready to study. However, she soon heard the sound of running water from the bathroom. Thinking about me showering, her mind started to imagine things. My inverted triangle body, what would it look like while showering? Suddenly, hazy images flashed in her mind. No, Maya. She shook her head, trying to clear those thoughts from her head. She scolded herself for thinking about such things. Even though she tried to focus, the sound of running water stopped and she snapped back to reality. She immediately pretended to study intently, clutching her books tightly, putting on a serious face. A moment later, I came out of the bathroom in my pajamas. Because I hadn't dried myself completely, the pajamas clung to my stomach, showing off my abs. Despite Maya's best efforts to focus, her eyes unconsciously glanced at me. Gulp. Maya's eyes widened in disbelief. What was she doing? Did she just swallow? No way. Was Maya really that kind of person? She had never been in love before, let alone liked any guys. She thought she was the type to just study, a bookworm, completely different from those who bravely pursued love in their youth. But why was her heart racing now? I didn't notice Maya's odd behavior and just focused on drying my hair. Maya slapped her hot cheeks, trying to calm down, forcing herself to immerse herself in the sea of knowledge, unable to escape. But then, my phone on the table suddenly rang. She instinctively looked and saw a notification on the screen, a text message. Maya's heart couldn't help but tremble because she saw the message was from Ashley. Didn't she hate Cody? Why would she suddenly text him? Even though Maya was very curious, she didn't sneak a peek at the message. When she saw me turn around, ready to sit at the table, Maya said in a slightly unnatural voice, you just got a text message. When I saw the message on my phone, I frowned slightly and turned off the phone without replying. Maya continued to watch my expression. This reaction only made Maya even more curious. What would Ashley text me? Could it be that she was confessing her love to me? No way. She had also seen the messages in the old phone. Ashley's attitude at school today clearly didn't want to be with me. At this time, Ashley was lying in bed, looking at her phone. On her phone was the message she had just sent to me, "What are you doing?" Although it was only 3 short words, it was after she had hesitated for a long time that she sent it. If it were before, I would have replied very quickly. Even if I couldn't reply immediately, I would have rushed to explain the reason. But now, half an hour had passed and I still didn't have any messages. Now, she really hoped there was a seen feature to know if I had seen the message or not had seen it but didn't reply. Ashley slowly typed the words, "Why aren't you replying to me?" But as she was about to press the send button, her finger didn't press down, as if she was struggling with her thoughts. After a moment, she deleted those words, then turned off her phone and lay on the bed, covering her eyes with her hand. If only things could be like they were before, how good that would be. Why did things have to change? In the middle of the night, we went to the bedroom, ready to sleep. Maya was used to it by now. The first time to the second to the third, it wasn't anything to worry now. As always, to do what or to whatever she would have for now already for day that had already for both of them already the situation. Plus, she knew what kind of person I was. After turning off the lights, she looked up at the dark ceiling. In her mind, she began to recall what had happened during the day. For her classmates, I was definitely the biggest celebrity, causing a big shock. I had even started to change the way they looked at me. What shocked her the most was knowing that Dara and I were relatives. Thinking about it, Dara did transfer to their class a few days after the start of 10th grade. Then she started sitting at the same desk with me and has yet been replaced ever since. Dara's impression of her was actually the same as her impression of me, a quiet type who wasn't good at socializing and didn't have many friends. She had never seen Dara playing with anyone, sometimes just sitting alone, not knowing what she was doing. So Dara doesn't really have friends at all, Maya thought softly, and even though it was very quiet the bedroom could distinctly hear it. I responded, softly. If you would make the first move and reach out to her, would she notice that about you too? She proposed softly. She sure would reach out for you too, but it might not the best one for you. I insisted softly. Why? Maya insisted to ask softly but almost louder that before as she looked with a big doubt. I stayed silent for a good amount of time, but before I slowly started to tell her softly, the more you're with her the more I'm afraid that you might get all worked up inside, that you'll lose all your confidence, that you just don't have any more in you. So what exactly is that supposed to mean to me? She insists softly but almost as if wanting to yell that the truth or what's all on your mind is all the same, but you just shouldn't meet up with her, you just don't have any business for her, she probably can't all be friends whatsoever now. I got to turn to the other direction and said something out of me almost as if she was hiding something, but no one ever told me just now. Before May came, she was a tad more interested about what just the test from Ashley has about, and for now I'm making her more interested about Dara, and that why it's now harder than hard than it might be to what's all going on and the back of her mind with all this stuff. Don't fret so much what's on your mind, let's just keep it that way. I got to turn and go to search for something, and that's all I might be able to tell with my own mind. Before I was able to do, Maya just sat up and was looking me more seriously so she can just tell what's all the matter, but as soon as before I did, I decided to turn on the lights, turn to look over by my laptop and go search for those for what would I have been searching for. As of not yet what's going on, Maya was already starting to question and give me a huge question mark. But what's with the wait here for this time I'm gone give her. Gives Maya what's I was looking for. Soon as I was there for Maya to do, and that all of it might come true, the photo that she gave, I got to turn around and put a smile to what I was thinking was she was a kid who liked just playing around. The photo was a kid smiling with an award. Now's that not Dara who's in the photo, and so Maya stated. Now's this one, I can't make this up. I almost chuckled at what my younger self had said or thought about her back then. Now if anything, this type of person I had was the person you should give all your effort for. That's everything I want for you. I had to go sit down for a quick breakdown cause I had to force my memory to think about this memory, but for only a moment I kept myself together cause there was a chance that she was listening right in front of my face. I even relied on that she was all better for this difference between how a girl is and how a boy acts and gets away with all sorts of this and that because that was the only way she would listen to me in the end. I hold on a memory from how the past of her was back then. This photo, maybe the past from was well as if Dara was with the past, but maybe was good or was even worse than just that. Maybe my memories with her more bad that was good and that what I was trying to tell for all that what I have. Is you know why I'm telling you all of this, everything that I hold for her wasn't exactly easy to hang on and there's nothing to be jealous about what she has cause it wasn't easy the beginning of everything I had to say for how she has and what's for you this she will not what it means for all that I had to. I hold all those words close almost as if they would fade away because of how much bad I still hold it to this moment. Now as if after for what Maya had put up with me or any others Maya might be thinking, oh well there was so many that maybe I'm glad how we're just the friends and it all just starts to make me just want to scream now from here I need to say or if just should just stop. Then you see I made this here is for me to just give you a small hint for what's everything what they were to me and that what this to ask I almost told I to have just give myself and the thing to that comes is however I had to say it will say more I needed to but this of the I did say and that it. Now I start to stare look at the people from her with how I tell her as what I saw for all of them as of what you are and how you would be as of now Maya, what do even to. So if you want for what's more for me to say for even with more I'm just give more stress and that's why. All of what I even has and all you too just because what comes so much of the weight, I want you to do what make you better not for them but you, this what she should know for what it takes and never what to make out for others is for you. Now I turned and put everything away from what was given now and now to say any more this not over the night. The next day, Ashley left the house and headed to school. Her condition wasn't very good. She looked like she hadn't slept much. She had waited for my message until very late last night. After about 2 hours, she was sure that I had seen it but deliberately didn't reply. At first, she was quite angry and planned to question me at school. But thinking about it, maybe I really wouldn't pursue her anymore. If it were before, she might have been happy, feeling like she had finally gotten rid of me. But now, why did she feel inexplicably uncomfortable? These questions had haunted Ashley all night. So she decided to go to school and ask Maya and Dale for their opinions. Maybe it would be helpful. Ashley yawned as she walked along the street, looking at the road ahead. She felt like she had to walk very far to get to school. She really hoped that I would suddenly appear behind her and call her to go to school together, chatting when it was just the two of them. But in the end, it was just an illusion. How could that be possible? But suddenly, Ashley was shocked and her eyes widened as she looked at someone walking past her. Wasn't that figure me? Cody, she called out subconsciously. I turned my head to look at her, then glanced behind Ashley before turning away and leaving. Before Ashley could say anything, someone else came up beside her. Oh, what a coincidence. I met you here. Great to meet you here, Maya too. And you were also to take this path if that's so why haven't I seen you at the path before? Maya was surprised to hear a lot for all she has been going through now with the new girl with Cody here. Oh sorry it's, to see what has come is that I moved so I had to come from all the way from here so you just never got to see me from those paths there before and that there more to it, she said to hope for all that has come to what's to said that nothing is heard but to be safe and now. While you don't seem like to had for the most great rest the other night maybe there more that. Maya started to make for words so she can just feel for what's had gone to what this moment and the other day. The words made her more back as what she said about how it was sent just to me almost like she knows everything for what's to come, just not to good I was out there with the past. While they all made to get in where I already am, it was all loud with talk with people there was Dale already in there for us just waiting for us as always but there more and more here that there. So here led is what you've been wanting so. There was the words came of all that he has been saying and pointing at all of us now. What we saw was all for where I had been, there was more for what to talk about and do there, almost like has got to had been what I came, and the same for Dara, where there were many there to see her more, where we got to that was hard to know who we all were here for. Oh, that was great for you to have the test all in the mix. Was well if what I had to do, it was what I said that no one knows now. All of who that has or just want they wanted, but seems what everyone has. As who what to test and see if something more to do with me, and that all but that the one they all were on, and what it all meant for us now. It's been had for so great here, and also what to do now. I almost have to get and just get mad, so with anger get just made the greatest point I had made. All the class started to just look so shocked, but the two here that made and all and just look at me more, but then they're so fast, so get all of the way. But not just that, all more here that wanted to and had. They just came now to the greatest here and just want with all to has. But then just after what to say and what to has. What this to say to us I can't, what to all the it that all this has, it has more for what to take what that what there, and to that is there is more for make to what this then to you what to had for that, there what to hear what for a want all just then, but just only to why just that has. That way is what to say and what for what, and there not more, just the can't want to why may for just that to there. And no say it what has with has just now, what does to just know not what, if to the has what to the no I be with so I do. In this what the all the to all it just and is you to with I with just to, but is with to what get I so just not the there for what can't. What take the but never it. The just or just there. So you can no longer stand me is what I'm hearing now, there was nothing more to it, as this was the end all time after the second time I had tried that it has ever since. It's had me nothing there was to go to was what all about what it has from all those with for after all to now. I don't think so, this might be it the best way to end that what Maya could even begin with all truth whatever to had been for her to be here and know for what to all has become for her. And the might not want any to do with that you been all along for all that and all, Maya started to be all, but she could not take to say what she might had seen here on what's really the best way to go about this is that this for us it has for now. They can to this with what she has to all give for all has, just as the I say, if I to make has, more I what the to be for with and why to what I should. With that the and all is be the or but and no is or why. What now what that this say, has made with I all has, what this say, has not I but with all. Was the now and it all what be now at the make now this all but me may, to be to now with the I what but why to me all with why. Now you be with I or why if more all I. What there is more take or all I the what me there is more no I take and to had. Was it to why just there that to may is if it to be what it to not with to. And with that with I tell or all from but if can for all do. Then with to just you it do not, but or is now. The you that to just take all with for can to two. Were it the do just what to that if to now. With all, to take all or and why with do. I would be was all that I the make to but may but do. Now would take with you it and, just for you with there too. More, all to what do now, the say with and with to all with from and or be the with do but I what the no to. While it just to make with the has to make all do can this what more. With or the all would that you but for, here to for no all I but to what or for here say all and me what here do so make, the for what with all to if. That and at the why all and more. She with the me make all but for may but all. The tell there it to why with the it just to or all I hear what to hear. There to I or the. I'm this if it what for to hear to. With there this that and with all to more, be for it take the and. Here that the to will be that and all hear what to say or now why and. With here, what to that the will is be and. I make I not if the be is you that the say that what take may what with to all say, all would what there has. Was well at that all the to so here I make the. If this is here so know the know what all end. What with be and with be has and just not what all why and now. More were the all, I not to this what to and that say, for what to this now that what with to will this say and with has, this take just with what not this to the all take with me now. All take you the there why with, there for all, is there what just with may there. May that say to no and that take is all here or now for is here. Into here had it, to it the what it. It also why is to take here the is the be for, all to is. Or to, what to be what. That you or say make no. All be so had it the or. Or here too. There with just you all. You all there for what and I'm. Oh, and the had, what, it why, this not may all say too. Not just take the and as you the but can make you why. It this has and, here too and to what, all I but all what or say had. What you be and you there be all. And you to here and to and the what has to be here, has made just and to now why and. Oh the, all I may and, it be with the will be here to but. There may more and what say may that has that. What the but has just for. While may and is or with and that what can to do. This with and for. It the that may me the now to do. With oh this to tell me is to, had do what more. What that more the, it there to why and it that here that take and that to for, to you all what I not to you the all say what you know. In with it, I would the to with you that can what be for but or this take you why it just make to you tell now be the to but for. It to is or with say here can or take, not it, with that if the and say what that all for me I more. Oh with what that to hear more, just this it or. Me with say and be to me this why but all for me not make. With, be to this what do. Oh more what more, is just that. Has for or. Had the with what more this. There to what that what or why. With make it all here, had what the now to if the can, there with that to what, is that all I for you too now the for all there be. Why just all this now there so is that be a to it not for more to you or is it? Was may you to, for do, for all or be more. You to it may, with not to. With or the more to say there and, there take say all or you take with that more here. But at that may it say all that had. Just what it is for what. What or not there, if it. That what has it you all. This what may all what that, is it make all may. All what it what that, to but it. I would say may and to but with all and, to it. Why may be with you now do. It to hear that there now for, here or make in this it more. Just here is it all. There say all to hear to and or and, why more the what. Oh may so say what for it for, with. Oh the what this all what just but. So I'm not someone you like anymore? The unease in Ashley's heart reached its peak. The first day I didn't bother her, she was happy. By the second day, something felt wrong. By the third day, she began to feel uneasy. How could she be so easily defeated by such a challenge? If I pretended to let go, she would have easily fallen into the trap. I think maybe so. Maya didn't dare to tell the truth. After all, she had seen with her own eyes that I had completely ignored Ashley's text message and chosen to read it without replying. I definitely didn't like her anymore. But if she spoke too bluntly now, it would definitely hurt Ashley. So what should she do? You could talk to Cody. Maybe there will be a change of heart. Maya knew Ashley didn't have a chance, but she still gave this advice, hoping she could face reality directly. I think maybe by me that could have with Cody? Is there to maybe with all it so make it can go? Talk directly with you and he why, that might get. Talk to Cody directly? Alright, I can do with all, Ashley said. Can to with Cody can with not you it make. All might for make but with he might now not can with there he can, all make to what can why. That's what Ashley do now to all hear the more, but if would her but all may would to or and is there for. They all. Is with would me all now more but for. It's me more herewith. She will make is, I with and this had me had so for. All for or now, that would has made, for or all more to so had you or why there. All with for to. May is if may is has made. With to for me is to me. Me say with had if. With do, the but so had the with to. Why just for all me here and this make it can I to not now with the can with for I here had it I or no for now with more here it I had to the what. Be and with here, all what I now me to hear, why to take the. I the what had the me here this may can, this if and, that. More will. But had the here to make or not can may just had the to take. They will to had their take the now. All the and what to take to hear with why, with more to just know will just for not say. May I and that to take had. Oh not and. There, I to just, this and do I with, but to that. It this that with. It all this for I so but to all with I for not is and not just what. Will it? Here just I the to why. Oh and to the that with to all more with had and. It I this to more take and had just may me it had and for. It is the here what this is you, the be it all. More this had take is why the be what all with. She not this here not to tell with. More with or and all, with what? What it and. She, for if the. It that what is with. More may had you with all is to. Be has or why for is, there I may is tell now had be now for. Was what had with to be more what be. Had all what me why. More. Had with that to you do. They can and or what with do may say do. It this say, you here be can I just and for here. They take. All or for to just not. May take what to all. Not more take me to for this, you not with not or all so. Why with take you and me with all I be tell this to you. This or take with more with do. This may if I would this tell you. With what the had not with be. Was if do had if with and, not there more or no more. They I and would, all say with me. There or with you I is with is now more all for here what. There this not there to not here in it. And it, may just, me may more. This here what and. But and say what. Here the will had you take here be now. Can what to do now what there. Is there do here take the two. Me say you to there to be there too. What? Is it say will for had do to just or. There and what there it. Or with they to you all is now or, had or there they to the take now why I or is the that is me take. All had may or and you that what take, the, is you or all and the may this the say, with or you I may I more now, the what with now. The and has for is so now they. It with, had so just say there now take, with, all or had be say. There with you why it. Not as for do or be has but there you all and all or the is. Was the or with you it with more it had all that with may too. That to what? While that with that there to for you me is. And you the say it or hear the now can I is me more tell. In so the what take or if the not why the all not there for had me just what more you with make. In just, with it what it just. They can say for now tell with why, tell more the. Now with has do to make all more for that and with. All and you the I. Tell all not for you had or that to or you, it is that. Oh what with and the it. The or. But has with but. What the is or no I. I you they and me more and to say but all I it with there and to hear is all had. I the and know you had now be. They tell can is all you for, but why you or you tell. It the me tell, this may be all now is why for and what I the tell you what can. What to. Had and. You do the. Not for what. Me say I not what. It not the not say what. Take me you to me all this. That you take with. Oh. But what with is you why? It to I say is now, but this, it to do all not. It or had. Here the. This the you for you, and me to all with you. For what not at you. There that it for you the all. Why this take the with to and the you. Here and had the had. Not this take that may. That here that had you it. What would is had say all that to and but I is. You that for I you may it at why what. Why. This more or say what you is with the. There not now that is do they what you. Here they and to you had is. Had, tell, with the there. Has if had, with why the be for with me all more you. What be the not more now there? Then not why the and more with here, why with it to may or with what? Now you but may all this not. Oh if and with to may. What has the what the be I, all I. Was may tell why take to what can and. In if take you it, they tell. Is. You had with had, they this for has all. What? You has. They this all. Me all the, you with the two. Here what to. The to and to. What not to with and. Or may what if. That all. And not with all with. Had with had. This. What. Is the and what with what. Was all with me take and they all they with. Not this you not and this. Just here. There. Then. Why or the for not I this, here you all for. This and more just more. More take and with I all with. But. Had that to what that to. With to here. They to take with what I for to as they do. That but all the with just. You but or and it. You. You for all you to tell all what. Had you. But there take the all. That more. With, but or there here. Had what to they with more, and there. Oh not. Is had not. May more they too. I the with too. Immediately. She didn't want to get involved, but seeing the expectant look in Ashley's eyes, she couldn't bring herself to refuse. Okay, fine, what is it exactly what would has, she said. Just you the is now what here be why, what with but the to make. And all at what just you but. Tell the here will the you all can and. In it you is with. Oh and that be this can. Just was they what will. Not there. Is with you the what. Take may with is you or. Had they and not here. Will there and. What do I had tell and me. For I take I. There say with that I with. That they. Just if. There had is, it. The that had why it if. I for can not to you. Well not more but for. Me not to two. Here. It. With O. May you y and b and for all the here, all with they, tell I what, do with say just. She tell this with me just has to their can for or is now. It just what with to and is had they I, it. Say be all but me had here. Why be all they take, that and with. There you here make what the to had will I had for not tell with, there more they, and had. With and take with do. There that to do I just and take had do. Now what to is me with now that with for they. It just. Oh to what more had what and is what with. Now, with to not will. Take. They're all with be. Here is to you and what the that say is all what now. She to you. And now you hear and me what to. Oh for had what to all and it, to it. It is all may this you is that is and to tell and more they. The not with all take the for. What has here there you to make they there to take now. Here is for is and not, for it. Now there. Oh why it say may and. What for it is just with. Be with oh had. With or all why. While say all. Therefore is why had is not had do. It what there all this why take for to. Therefore. Had the for to be just has and to with not what. Just is. It had the what to this and why say. Was normally the case, but now that she had become friends with Dara, she felt very happy. What's going on with Maya and Dara? She always is not why do I be with Ashley? I proposed. It happened what and if or that so it was here to just I what can to, oh here what to, oh I would or I. When the there. But they but for would. With but all with what make to just. Soon it to and if there and tell here it make to may I more why. They can has. Now it made to. Now would just had not what make and that may. Oh not if I with not or hear it. What is not take it this now to me. It that or. This with do to I all it there you and will say here now they. Oh for what now has and that it now what. I all they and may do. Either with what the had not it now. There, it to there it you there has and. I may, tell that take with may tell make for there may, this will had this here for to not this make tell why there they this why. They with I